All right, ladies. I'm so glad so many of you are on tonight. Laura Ogle is stuck at work, so she won't be joining us tonight. But we're excited to start this workshop series with you guys because it doesn't matter how long you've been a coach or if you're just brand new, maybe you're hopping in, maybe you just need a reboot. It's always good to go back to the basics. And this company, social media, MLMs are ever evolving. So we want to keep up with how our market is attracted to us. And when I first started coaching, we used to talk a lot about how we need to remember like where we were when we first started. We want to kind of talk to that person. But yes, that's good in a sense because there's a reason why you started this journey, but you constantly evolve. And I know I've changed as a person since I've been on this journey. So I know now I'm going to do better working with this phase of Kelly of my life, helping them. Because even though I started for a reason 3 years ago, I can't relate to that person anymore. Does that make sense? And that doesn't mean we still can't help that person. But they talked a lot about kind of reevaluating where you are in your business and who you are about every 3 months to kind of see what season you're in. And that season is going to be different for all of us. And comparison is a big thing that we see in this business. You know, you get excited about it. You see someone who's being really successful, and it can be very easy to try to follow in their footsteps instead of doing something uniquely yours. So we want to talk about what season are you in tonight. We want to spend some time brainstorming. If any of you all want to share what that looks like for you. And then I want us to actually take a few minutes and create a post and talk to your audience of where you are right now. It can be very...
We're going to find how to find your audience first.
Okay.
So, all right, I want you guys, where's your pen? Everybody, let me see your pen and your paper and your focus, because you're going to have to do some work. All right, you ready for your first question? I know, I've got tea. All right, we're going to take ourselves through a series of questions that are going to help us be like, not who am I talking to, but who am I and what am I representing on my social media account? What should I be representing on my social media account? What hidden potential is there that I haven't tapped into yet? What I popped my tire tonight right before starting my period. I need wine. Oh, perfect. That sounds ideal. So we're not going to do anything that's too complicated. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about what your mom would think if you said to these questions, or your aunt or your husband or whomever. Don't worry about what they would think. I want you to make a list of 20 things that you are interested in. Like, what's the shit you Google? What do you do in your spare time? What are you shopping for? Where are you shopping for it? All right, so ready? Like, what are you interested in? I'm going to set a timer. We're going to do it for 3 minutes so that you don't overthink it. Ready?
For those of you that just hopped on, we're making a list of 20 things that describe who you are. Don't overthink it. Like when you look on Pinterest.
We're not. 20 interests.
What did I say?
Things that describe who you are.
Is
We're
my
going to get there. We're not there yet. 20 things you're interested in. Don't describe yourself in 20 words. 20 things that you're like, oh, that's interesting. You don't have to be obsessed with it. $18 more things. You need 18 more things. Kat, mute yourself. You're the only one not muted, and there's like a weird rumble sound. Is somebody vacuuming at your house? Time is up. Did everybody get at least 10 things? Whoa. Everybody got at least 10 things? Yeah. Is somebody willing to read their 20 things? Because it ought to be a super random, other than me and Kelly, it ought to be a super random list.
I will. I don't care. I hope I did it right. Interest. I had to go back and take a couple out because I think they more described me. But sorry, y'all, I'm country, so these are probably weird to some of you.
Never apologize for things that make you, you think are cool.
That's true. Thank you for that reminder. I need that all the time because I'm a bad sorry person. All right. Shooting, mud trucks, fishing, cystic fibrosis, wine, camping, infertility, dogs, boy mom stuff, Christ loving, fitness, cornhole, boss babes, personal development, Target, Aldi's, American Eagle, outdoors.
Cool. Do you see how she didn't overthink it? I'm gonna read you my list so you can hear how random your list can be and that it be okay. Lindsay and I get together and we were obsessed with each other and kind of totally vibed. But listen to my list, it's only got a few things in common. Makeup, hair care, hairstyles, kid fashion, adult trend fashion, boating, country music, pineapples, flamingos, beer, wine, travel, parenting, positive psychology, eyebrows, DIY, home improvement, organization, fitness, and nutrition. Right? I just wrote it really fast, right? I didn't get so specific as Kenny Chesney because I love him, but we're gonna make another list of who's your favorite music artist and that kind of thing. All right, ready? We're gonna keep making lists. Ready? Shit. What are the last 5 stores you shopped in? They can be online.
Is Amazon a store?
Yeah, girl. Got them? All right, Shaylee, what's the last 5 stores you shopped in? No shame, girl. If everybody but Kelly probably has Amazon on their list.
Kohl's, Target, TJ Maxx, Amazon, and Costco.
He needs to put a ring on it. You shopped at Costco? I love that. Watch how different this is. Kat, what's the last 5 stores you shopped in?
The ones that I'm willing to list for you guys to hear.
No, just give it to us honest. I hope it was like Adam and Eve. I would love that, but I don't think
She's
that is.
shutting her door. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not Victoria's Secret, but it's close to that. When you're married when you've been together 26 years, you got to keep it interesting, if you know what I'm saying. So, there's that one. And then there's Rural King. And for those that aren't from Evansville, Lindsay knows what Rural King is. That's us country folk. Walmart, Kohl's, Target, and AT&T.
Nice. Nice. All right. Do any of you have a favorite movie? That's the question on here. For the record, you have 2 grocery stores on your list. That's why he put a ring on it. That'll go to more than one grocery store. Does anybody have a favorite movie? I don't have a favorite movie. So I don't have like a favorite movie list. I guess I do. All right. Top 5 favorite movies. All right, raise your hand if a Disney movie made your list. Yes, you're my people. Brittany, I bet your list is different than mine. What's on your list? You're muted.
How many was it supposed to be?
If you're a movie person, I guess you could make it as long as you want, but I said 5.
Tangled, A Walk to Remember, Troy, Field of Dreams.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Amanda Marks, do you have favorite movies?
My top 5 would be 10 Things I Hate About You,
Yes.
The Prince and I, Leap Year, Little Mermaid, and Hitch.
And what was your last one? Hitch. That's such a good one. My list is so random, and I bet most of you were too young to know the titles, but Lindsay and I are about to throw a party together. Ready? Dirty Dancing. Friday. If you have not seen Friday and you say bye Felicia, get out of my face. Here's where it gets real random. Mary Poppins, Old School, and Snow White. You're welcome.
I have Dirty
don't-
Dancing too.
What's that?
I said I have Dirty Dancing too. I'm like obsessed with like the 80s.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Who doesn't like a good movie about abortion?
Right?
So mine are completely different.
Than everybody's.
I have The Grudge, The Ring, which are both horror movies.
I would cry. I almost just teared up when you said their names.
I love the kind that aren't blood and gore but make you think about that it could really happen. And then Saving Private Ryan and Titanic.
Yes. See how everybody's is different, but we all went, yes. Yes. Right? All right. What are your favorite TV shows of all time? Name 5. Kelly, we already know yours. I don't have 5. Yep, I don't have 5. Denise, do you have favorite TV shows?
I do. I do.
What are your favorite TV shows?
Well, they're kind of all over the place, but I have Friends, which is old school, The Voice, The Affair, Lost, and So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes! If Friends isn't on your list, please block, delete me, and we're never speaking again. I'm just kidding. Kelly's like, pivot, Kelly, pivot.
We're not
pivot.
friends.
Huh?
I guess we're not friends.
Yeah, if Friends isn't on your list, I guess we're not friends.
I guess
Not
I can find
top
another
5.
friend.
Are your all 5 of yours reality TV shows, Kelly? What's on your list, Kelly?
Don't judge me.
I wouldn't
Real
even think of it.
Real Housewives, besides pretty much the East Coast ones, all the West Coast ones. Southern Charmed, Scandal, Dexter, and Teen Mom. That's right, I said it.
I love Teen Mom.
I've watched him from the beginning. I gotta stick with him.
All right, so then here's where the questions I'm going to ask you guys to challenge you starts getting good. So you just heard 10 favorite TV shows that were not the same. Did you have one, at least one in common with somebody who just listed those? No. Becca, you have none of those? Kat, you have none of those? Hey, don't we all love each other? Do you ever feel like you can't get a grasp on the market because you're not really sure what to post, and then you see what Kelly posts and you're like, oh, maybe I'll post something like that? Do you know why Shaylee earned a trip to Summit for free this last month? I wouldn't post any of the shit that Shaylee posts, like, wouldn't do it, but I gotta watch it, right? How many watch Shaylee on Instagram stories, right? Because she's authentically her and she's having fun. I gotta watch Brittany most days on Instagram stories, right? She's funny as there might be a child. She's funny, right? And she's sharing who she is and she's making it fun, but she's not trying to be anybody else, right? So we can have movies and we can have stores, we can have TVs, we can have interests in common, but who we're looking to help, what season of life we're in can be very different, and that is okay, right? So now you have literally 25, 35 things in a list that you could post questions about, like, hey, I love American Eagle. Does anybody else love American Eagle? If you love American Eagle, what's another store you like to shop at online? I'm looking for a new place to, yeah, they are bringing Dexter back. Dexter is on the list. Dexter and the show with the hot guy who fixed things, but I couldn't think of the name of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It was on Showtime, came after Dexter. So my list is Friends, Will and Grace, Dexter, Real Housewives of all of the counties. I don't care. I love me some Nene Leakes. wig in my face back. I will quote those motherfuckers in a quote. I will quote them in a post and just like wait for people to recognize it. I don't care. But be you, do you, be who you are. All right, so you've thought of all of these things. What do you listen to in your car? Do you guys listen to music? Do you listen to news? Do you listen to, Kelly's brain just exploded when I said news. Music? Does everybody listen to music? I'm the only weirdo that listens to the news and books. Sam, you my boo. Yeah, like, you don't, Big Potential isn't depressing. And I gotta know the weather, the news. Yeah, I don't listen to the news that often in my car anymore. All right. Does anybody decorate their house in a distinctive, like, I do urban farmhouse? Anybody? That's like one of the activities they say you should do when you're trying to define your season of life. Who's a mom? You're a mom of what age kids?
Dean's almost 2, and we've got one due in December.
You're a mom of little kids, right? Like toddler mom, baby mom, newborn mom, whatever, right? But we're gonna next week. Who said whatever you can find at Hobby Lobby? Me too. I like it to look like I shop at Pottery Barn, but I got a Hobby Lobby 50% off sale budget. Who's a dog mom? Who is obsessed with look, it is bougie on a dime. Do y'all know what bougie means? I realize I use some slang that people don't even know what it means. People will be out and they'll be like, she's fancy. Ew, that's bougie. This chat is distracting you. Kelly, I'm a circle. I'm trying to bring in all of the things. If y'all didn't do the personality test, and y'all don't know my sister-in-law, Natalie, so this may not make a lot of sense to you, but she said she couldn't decide if she was a circle or a squiggle. She kind of liked them both. I told her she was a sperm. Marley is a heart. I will make a shape for you. It's all right. You don't have to fit into the mold. But I was like, she's describing the circle, and I was like, oh, yeah. Kelly's a circle. She's a diagonal circle. Or a diagonal squiggle. But all of these things you can pull in to be a post. So most everybody's a mom or a dog mom. Now, would you hashtag things dog mom if you're not obsessed with your mom and posting about your dog? No, right? Like you want to make sure your hashtags match you in some way, shape, or form. But I have more questions for you. Is anybody obsessed with their vehicle? I'm gonna list things people like build things around. Actually, yeah, Lindsay, you said you like mud bogging trucks. I feel like I'm taking one of those Cosmo quizzes. What's your favorite sexual position? I'll tell you all about your personality. Where do you like to shop? What's your favorite movie? What are your hobbies? Do you have hobbies outside of fitness and nutrition? Anybody? I do. I dance, right? All right, write your hobbies if you have them. I basically have 2. Chris Allen fan club. You like live music. You have a live music hobby. Does anybody have hobbies? Lindsay shoots. I try not to beat my kid. you want to join the email list, just send me a message. I'll send him a message, okay? I tagged him in my smelly cat video. Smelly cat, smelly. Oh, you don't like Friends. Does he know there's an email? No, I don't think he knows there's an email list. Is anybody obsessed with the actual vehicle you drive? Yeah, are you using that hashtag? What do you drive a Tahoe?
Yeah, I don't
Tahoe
hashtag
mom.
my vehicle because my vehicle's not my life, but I am obsessed with it.
Other Southern girls are also obsessed with their Tahoes. Use that. See if it gets traction. That could change your life.
No, I don't need that on my feed because then it's going to be nothing but people posting about their cars and all of that. I don't want that.
How do you know? Have you looked at the hashtags?
Because I don't like when people post it and I have to scroll through it. Like I have Jeep people who are my friends and they post about their Jeeps all day. I don't like that.
No, but could you find a hashtag that's moms who drive Tahoes and they don't really post about Tahoes?
I don't know, probably.
See?
But I don't want my Tahoe's really not like my life. I just like it. I love to look at it. I love to drive it.
I don't give a flying about my Equinox.
It is not clean. It is not fly. It is none of those things.
It's not clean or fly?
No.
I just realized that we have a sand rail that I never post anything about. You know,
You have a sand rail?
It's kind of like a dune buggy.
My brother-in-law has
You know
one.
what a dune buggy is? So it's in that same classification, but it's actually a rail car. And we have like seats that you sit in it and strap in like you're, gonna go to a race car. And we drive it around as street drivable.
Yeah, my brother-in-law has one.
Posting that.
Yes, post that stuff. So are there things in your life that you listed out that you are not posting at all? No, you guys are posting about everything you post about? All right, so next week what we're gonna do is take your list of interests, put your damn Tahoe on there, Becca, I'll find you one. What we're gonna do next week is take this list. What you're gonna do is go back to your Instagram. Do you guys all everybody's on Instagram? Yeah. What you wanna do between now and next week? I mean, you could do it next week while we're doing this. But you wanna go back and look at your posts that got the most traction. Got the most comments, the most likes. What stories got the most comments? What stories got the most likes? Do you guys know how to get to your old stories? This button, that archive button, right there. My internet's being really silly. But you can scroll back and look at each story and figure out which got the most. If you're set to a business profile, you have insights, so you'll know. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to find five key hashtags based on this list of interests. We're going to go through some Instagram posts that you've made or Facebook posts if you're hashtagging on Facebook. We're going to find you some non-Beachbody, non-MLM, hey Ogle, totally saturated hashtags. Does that sound like a good idea? Because Sophia just fell in the pool. Ooh, that's kind of scary. So for those of you who don't follow me, I lost 4 followers, but I've grown my following by 100 people in the last month by myself. I'm not like paying anybody. I could pay somebody and it would be growing much faster. But I've been doing it with And it's 25 in the last week, which isn't crazy, but it's good growth. It's 25 new people to talk to a week. Using hashtags, a list of hashtags at the end. And I'm not an expert, but we did get some training at Summit that we're going to talk about. We're going to do that together. Because I think when we were all at Summit, we were all like, yes, we want to do that. But what I want you to do between now and next week is list out 5 seasons of your life. Right? Dog mom, business builder, fitness to win it, whatever those 5 seasons are, and you're going to bring them to our team call next week, and we are going to use those and these interests, and we are going to find like country music mama, or find one that range shooting, whatever. And we are going to find some hashtags you can start consistently using. Like, I will use a hashtag even if it doesn't make any sense to my post, because I want people to find my post based on hashtags. Does that make sense? Are you guys doing that now? Or are you just throwing up a random hashtag? Like, are the hashtags you're using getting you the results you want? Does anybody know what your seasons of, yeah, is Sophie okay? Did she jump in? Does she have her clothes on? She's typing. Random hashtags. Yeah, so it can help you go next level. So, I mean, there are some ones I would tell you to stay away from that other MLMs use around wine, because there are some wine MLMs, there are some fitness MLMs, and there are some nutrition MLMs. Not to tell you don't use them, but we're going to be cautious about the ones that we use. We're going to find you 5 to 10 hashtags you can rotate to grow your business. But, does anybody know your season? If you had to describe your season of life in 5 words, what it would be? Multi-level marketing. So there's like wine cellars, and because I love wine, so I stopped using it recently, but I'll probably go back to hashtag Malbec is life, not wine mom, because hashtag wine mama and mama loves wine, everybody that uses that's like a wine cellar person will find you. Yeah, Kat, let's work on it together next week. So there's a sweet spot for hashtags.
Chardonnay all day.
Chardonnay all day.
I've been following people like crazy with that one because it's a longer one, so it's not like wine mom. It's more specific.
Yeah, you want to be more specific. Like, do you really love all wines? Or do you love Chardonnay? Right? I would not drink Chardonnay if you put no wines. Yeah, you love Chardonnay. There you go, Chardonnay all day. Chardonnay Granny. That made me laugh. Oh God. Who said wine? Kat, you love wine? You love rum? Start listening to Kenny Chesney songs. You'll come up with a hashtag. Right? But you have to expand your horizons to sort of figure out what those hashtags are going to be. And yeah, the wine ones you have to be super careful about. What's everyone's season of life? Lindsay, what's your 3 seasons?
Cystic fibrosis mom, infertility, and country something. I don't know. Country mom, country girl, country lady, something. But I'm stuck there.
Yeah. Do you need more than that? Do you have?
I don't know. You said 5, so I've only got 3.
They always like. What are your 5 things that you post about? You're a boy mom.
Yeah, but that's so saturated, I feel like, with all the.
Yeah.
I don't have time to dig through everybody and figure out who's not already a coach.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I totally missed what Lindsay said because I was in the elevator. I don't know what you're talking about.
I said cystic fibrosis, mom, infertility, and country for my seasons.
Country what?
Country girl. Country lady.
Yeah. I would narrow it down, but you know what I do with those? Go to those hashtags and find some that other people are using that's making them more specific.
That's a good idea.
So what you do is you go here to search, and you can search tags, country mom. But when you touch it, it's got so many ideas of what go with it. But the one I saw the other day was, what did I just say? Rural Road Mama. Like rural life. Yes. Yes. And it's only got 361,000 posts. That's what you have to do. Pregnant toddler mom, second trimester, chat went away.
One thing I love to do when I'm feeling kind of stuck, maybe for hashtags or maybe like creating a list like this, maybe I feel like everything's been used, even though it hasn't. I like to go on Pinterest, if anybody still does that, and just look at the different lists, whether it's, I don't know, makeup, home decor, whatever, even just like the trending. And I literally will just have like a board that I pin to that I just literally pin everything that interests me, whether I think it's a pretty picture or an outfit I love, or it's almost like you're brainstorming out loud. It's a way to get you like inspired and find things that you're into that you might have a hard time just coming up with just sitting here, because you can aimlessly scroll through the wall on Pinterest and just pin anything that is visually appealing or gets you thinking. And it's nice to just have that board to go back to, and maybe it'll spark an idea that you could pin about. You know, maybe you come across something and you're like, that would be a fun girls trip. Let me ask if anybody's ever been to Phoenix. I don't know. You know, you get people talking about things that you're genuinely interested in, and you never know where that may go.
Nelson, I thought of you because I started over the past week or two following. Nelson and I, if you guys don't know this, are crazy Bachelor fans, like a little bit ridiculous. I follow like every Bachelor page, and I started going to the Bachelor pages, the official ones, and they make posts like 2 to 3 times leading up to an episode, and it's always the controversial stuff, and then they make posts after the episode to talk about it more. And I go on there and I look at people who comment that commented something hilarious that made me laugh, and I follow them. And then that person is someone that I not only thought was hilarious, but I have something that is such a fun thing that I do that I find entertaining. I have that in common with them, so we can talk about The Bachelor. Like, think about things that are in your life that you do or you enjoy, and be able to talk to another person about that if that's what connects with you.
That is a fantastic idea. And I know that we're not talking about this on the call tonight, but that is a great way to find people on Instagram. You can go to any of these things we talked about tonight, your favorite TV shows, your favorite store, and click on the followers of that page, because you know that they have an interest of yours, and then click on their page. You know, maybe their profile bio interests you. Like, I found a girl today, and literally in her profile it said cheap wine enthusiast, and I messaged her and I was like, OMG, that's hilarious. Like, I didn't even like get deep in her pictures yet because that I read it and I was like, oh, I think it said cheap wine expert. Like that was one of her descriptions. And I was like, we're going to be friends. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. Like, if you would sit and have a glass of wine with them, if you could picture them on this call with us, just reach out and say, because if you assume that you think that they think you're trying to sell them something, it's going to come across that way. But think about how flattered you would get if someone was just like, oh my gosh, I came across you on Instagram. You look like we could be besties. You would be so flattered, wouldn't you? And like, you would be super flattered that someone stopped on your page and took a second to message you. So I'm bad at quotes, but Laura said something last week about social connectedness. People are just looking for a tribe. They're just looking for a group of people. And even though if they have friends in real life, I thought I had an abundance of friends before I met you guys. And you guys have made such an impact on my life that some of those people I've known for 10, 15 years never have touched upon. It's not so much about how long you've known somebody, it's about how deep your relationship is. And we've shared stuff with each other and lifted each other up and supported each other. Like, some people don't have any friends, or maybe they do have friends, but they're kind of shallow and maybe they don't really have a deep connection with them. Don't be afraid to reach out to them, like, ever.
All right, so play with some hashtags and see if they get you more traction this week. There's got to be some German Shepherd hashtags is what I was looking for.
I think a good one too. When I think about what my seasons of life, super hectic schedule. So, and I haven't tried this hashtag. I should try it. Hectic schedule. I don't know. Maybe it'll come up with something. But the big things that occupy my life right now are a hellacious commute. I'm sure there's people out there that can relate to a 3-hour-a-day commute. Working as a nurse manager, whether it's an ER nurse manager or a surgery nurse manager, it doesn't matter. We all struggle with the same issues with personnel. And Army nurse, all those things. Those are the things that identify me. And then mom of children. That we have to continuously evaluate what season of life we're in. I'm sure that they've already talked about this slide I'm on. Because in 2 years, I'm going to have hopefully a completely different season of my life as a full-time stay-at-home coach. Doing that right now. Is everyone going to get a chance to share? I'm asking. Kelly, Laura.
You keep cutting out.
We can't understand you because you keep cutting out.
Okay, never mind.
But dig through, like, yeah, think about what is your profession? What do you do? What do you, I was trying to read Sam's list. Sam, are you anybody? Not Sam. Brittany, the only thing I see with this is you have to be really, really crisp and clear. Like, you might try and find some fun, yes, those are your seasons of life, but like funneling down your hashtags, because toddler mom, I was looking at, has 1.2 million hashtags, right? Might be hard to find someone that way, but toddler moments has 34,000. And toddler fashion, when you post pictures of your girls and they have on clothes even, has 34,000. You might find somebody there. So Auburn girl, Auburn grads, Auburn girl grads, Auburn, yeah, I was looking at all of those. You just want to be careful. So like mom of, are your girls sassy? Are your girls like, try and find one with a descriptor. Mom of girls, when you search, is really good. I usually use girl mom. Mom of girls is just 658,000, where like girl mom is, girl mom life is 34,000. Girl mom is actually a banned hashtag. Can't follow it. Damn it. That's what I've been using. That's what I mean by searching your hashtags time to time. You want to hit one that there's a sweet spot. Not like, so right now you're just like picking your season of life and then you work on your hashtags later. But Lindsay, you want to hit a sweet spot. 700 and, you know, if it's got 7 million or a million or more people have posted the hashtag, you may not connect instantly with the people when you touch the hashtag and go search people that have done that, use that hashtag too. Does that make sense? I don't know what the sweet spot for me. I usually look for people who have used it less than 1 million times, Denise. But you also want to touch your hashtag like girl mom. I'll show you how I know it gets you nothing. It's got 1.5 million posts. Like when you, there are some, so booty gains, it's been eliminated. You can't do it. You're doing 80-day obsession. We were all doing 80-day obsession. We were all using booty gains, right? Just me? I'm the only vulgar one? Whatever. We were all using booty gains, but there were so many people using it for dirty images, they ban it on Instagram. Or there'll be so many people using something for business, they'll ban it on Instagram. So you just want to be careful that you're truly talking about your seasons of life and relating it to your post. I feel like I've beat that dead horse. Does anybody else have any questions? Yeah, you want to use one that people are consistently using, but aren't, it's not like bagged out. Life after gastric bypass, I bet is a good one. You know, like the ones that are about that would be great for a cat.
I had about 305 followers, and of that, I would say more than half are WLS survivors, or we're on the other side of this.
Oh yeah. WLS transformation looks like a sweet spot. It's got like 150,000 followers.
Yeah, we have several. We use WLS, RNY, VSG. Those are the different ones. Those are sometimes
What's up, Opal?
If you talk about the fascination quiz, if people are just really stumped about what describes their life right now, have you talked about that?
No, we didn't talk about that. Who is that? Danny Natoni?
I think it was Chelsea that talked about it. I can't remember, but I'll have to go home and look at my notebook and get them and post the link to the fascination quiz. I'm pretty sure it's free, or there was a define code to put in, and it just kind of pushes out the results that describe you based on this huge quiz. So that might be a way. If somebody was stumped about what I get stumped too, like what makes me different than other people, you know? And so maybe that might help you start to narrow that down and start thinking about what does make you unique. It's an option.
Yes. You think it was Chelsea? We did a quiz. I did a quiz that wasn't specifically the howtofascinate.com. There you go. You're such a square, Amanda. I love you. You help my circle brain. I'll post that in the team page on the link. Did you guys find that helpful, though, to do it together, to make the list, to make it quick? Because how many times have people told you to make a list and you're like, I don't want to make the list. I didn't make the list 875 times. All right. Shaylee, congrats on your ticket, boo. Does anybody else have anything we need to celebrate? Who's sold? Who's got SC points on the board? Oh, we're all starting in the same spot. Lindsay is on the leaderboard, right? I saw you. 2 coaches on the Misfit leaderboard. Yes. All right, friends. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Success Club points or not. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Everybody starts at 0, beginning of the week, beginning of the month. So I hope you guys have a great evening. Laura Ogle, you missed. Sophie fell in the pool. I think that's why Kelly keeps having to come and go. Thanks. I am so much better. Is that hard to believe? Everybody have a good night.